I think a lot of the ideas we've talked about around dollar cost averaging can apply to something like Leo in a big way. So if you think that the team is going to be building 10 years from now and think that, I mean, we've been building for 6 already. So if you just think that I'm, not going anywhere and that the Leo team's not going anywhere and, that the technologies we're building have a path to becoming, more and more utilized over the next 10 years, then dollar cost averaging into something like Leo, the same ideals and mindset applies that we've talked about with, Tesla and Rune and Bitcoin. Dollar cost averaging into something like Leo may not be a bad idea if you think that's true. I personally think that's true. So, you can see what I'm doing. I'm obviously pretty open about it. But yeah, I mean, you got to do your own research and be aware of all the risks, obviously. But again, it's like that mindset of like, okay, if I can get $1 a week, dollar cost average into something and, build up my stake in it, and I believe in it for 10 years, then you obviously can do pretty well. I think we all have a really unique opportunity on Hive where, we all can engage with each other and be active on threads and in each other's blog posts as well. And you can easily make, 1 HBD a week or more, maybe even 1 HBD a day or more than that. And then you can take that and you can dollar cost average into Leo with it. And it's kind of like a time investment. And this has been like the story for this blockchain for a long time, but it's like the time investment thesis versus the money investment. I know a lot of people are going to say they don't have the money to invest. And, I would say you're here right now. You have the time to invest, a little bit of time each day into being active on threads and being active with each other. And if all of us adopt the same strategy of can we make, 1 HBD a day or more, and then dollar cost average into Leo with it, we create a whole community around doing that. And I think we can do really well with that as a collective community. So, I think it's a really powerful strategy to do individually and also a powerful strategy to do as a community. And I would love to see more, kind of community involvement in maybe someone comes up with some kind of initiative around that, like the 1 HBD a day strategy or something, where, you get active on threads, you get active on the platform, you work with each other, you upvote each other, you engage with each other, you upvote each other so that each person earns, 1 HBD a day. And then, you guys collectively buy Leo with that 1 HBD a day. And over time, possibly does really well. And, we just keep building this ecosystem and all the different technologies that we're working on. So the episode has turned very largely into investment, which I don't mind.